Hi, so this is John. This video is primarily directed to the StudioTwist sales team, although I think other people might be able to get use out of it. So I'm going to be rolling out the database tomorrow. So tomorrow when you click on StudioTwist, it'll take you to this new version. Right now the new version is accessed separately, but tomorrow click here and we'll go through the same sort of procedure. Account name and password is going to be the same as it was before. I'm going to log in using my sort of dummy account. And so this is the new interface. It's supposed to look very similar and familiar to the old one, but maybe a little bit more elegant, more clean design. I spent a lot of time with icons and graphics to try to make everything a little bit more intuitive, as I'm always trying to. One thing now is that this toolbar, which is set in stone by Filemaker, is kind of going to be unnecessary. I put most of the controls that are up here down here. So you're able just to click this button right there, and then you shouldn't even have to worry about those controls upstairs. All your deletes, your finds will be down here, and you can access them that way. The only thing is the log out, but you can actually just X the window and it'll log you out. So we're looking at the dashboard. You can tell because this little orange thing is behind the dashboard button. That lets you know where you are within the database. And on the left side, you're going to have your projects items on your right side. So if you want to create a new project, you can just click here. If you want to see the items within a specific project, you can click on that project. And you can see there was a swatch request for this design and supply project. And it was created by Tina, have the date and everything. So clicking on individual projects will show you the items within it. Right now we're only showing the requests. There might be shipping records, I'm not exactly sure. But if you want to see all the other items, you click on it and then you hit this refresh button to the right. And you see that there was 3 shipping records associated with this project. If you just wanted to see the shipping records, you could just do it like that. But if you want to see, instead of per specific project, if you clear selected or click on the project again, it's going to show you the items from the last 30 days. Now I don't have any items that were in the last 30 days, so nothing's showing there right now. But for most of you, any requests you made or ship, any other items for the projects are going to appear there. I'd rather do the last 30 days than all of the items because that takes a longer load time, and I think that should work out for everybody. Also, there's a little search engine here that'll search through the projects. So you would just type in the project title, hit this magnifying glass, and the matches will appear here. We only have one project, but if we were to create another one, say, so I'm clicking on that new project, so it takes me to this project screen, test, and we don't need to fill out too much information right now, but if you then save the project. That's the same way of committing the record like you would do above. When we go back here, you'll see you can't see test unless you clear out the search, and then if you want to search for that. So this will help for those who have a lot more projects that won't fit all into this window. I thought that would be helpful. Again, you have an option of showing all the projects or maybe just the closed ones, but the default is to set to see only the opened projects. So let's go to a project screen. So obviously you can go to the project clicking this Go To button right under the Go To, and we'll do that now. And now we're looking at the project screen. So there should be some familiar things. You can fill out contacts, clicking on the magnifying glass, which will take you to the contact screen. If you need to find a specific contact within the database, can then use this search button at the top. So you'll enter the find mode. So to go over that again, you'll enter the find mode, type in a search term in any of these fields, perform the search, and then you can insert that contact information in the field. Your log is here. Any items related to the project will appear here. Again, you can use this as a filter. And then also your listed users, so those who can see this project. The sales rep, any specifier rep or purchaser rep is automatically assigned. Julie, Donna, Michelle, and Tina are automatically going to be able to see the project. But if you want to additionally assign to anybody, you can just click over on this field. So a couple other features. So the save project will commit the record. Again, you can create a new project clicking on this. You can close the project. You can see this closed big red letters up there, so now it's closed. And then if you look at the dashboard, obviously you can't see it unless you switch to the closed filter, hit the refresh button, and then you can see all the closed projects. So I've had a couple other projects that I've since closed. Or you could show all of them, and you see both closed and open. So it's useful to think of these tabs up here as binders. So this is your projects binder, and you'll see that there's 5 records in this binder, and you can kind of scroll through them. Or if you look at the list, you're looking at it sort of like a Rolodex and seeing all the projects that you're listed on. This form mode, list mode over here allows you to switch between the two. So if you want to see just the entirety of the project or a list of all your projects, you can switch between the two. So this works for requests as well. So this, you can think of this as your request binder. And let's show all of these. If you show all, there's a lot of them you can't have access to, but if you click on the request, you'll see just yours. So there should be a lot of familiar elements here. Another idea that I've created is on this dashboard, you can create a request simply by clicking on this new item button right next to the project. So clicking on that, we've created a request for design and supply. It automatically puts my name in. Defaults to a swatch request, but you can of course choose other ones. And this should also look fairly familiar. Again, the magnifying glass will put the contact information in. The X button will clear it out. So I'm going to break up these videos into 2 because YouTube videos can only be so long. So please see part 2.